Is your cappuccino? What are you doing here?
Who is this M.R. Rasher? What is he really doing here? This is Fred Couple.
Maybe he has your answer.
Wake up, people.
It will all blow over.
I promise. You only want to fit in with white culture. That's why you rented a church, isn't it? So you could turn us all into Christians.
You're just upset because you don't get to play Imam anymore.
You think I'm too orthodox that I scared the white folks? But who got us on the front page of the newspaper? None other than Mr. Secular Yasser in his hotshot Toronto Imam. If he had the guts to show his face, Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum salam.
You were saying?
I was saying that this is a mess. The church is going to evict us any day.
Let me take a look at the lease. I used to practice law, you know. Maybe I can find a loophole. In the meantime, our real problem here is optics.
Oh, a lawyer and an eye doctor. Very good.
Trust me. I can handle this.
Are you a terrorist?
No,
You object to the term?
Of course I do.
Oh, you prefer mujahideen?
Yes. No. I mean, look, Fred. I came here to clear the air. You're not letting me get a word in.
Oh, please. Feel free to give as good as you get. That's the privilege of living in a country with freedom.
Freedom? To do what? Fan the flames of hatred?
Oh, isn't it Muslim preachers like yourself who do that, huh? I got news for you, Johnny Jihad. Folks around here will not sit back and let that happen. You can bet your falafel on that.
I call on Reverend McGee to turn you and your gang out of the church hall by sundown.
Yes, sir. This is Reverend McGee again. We need to talk about this lease. Sundown? What is this? The Wild West?
You got that right, my little Bedouin buckaroo.
Okay.
You're not in the big city anymore.
Oh, I've noticed. Does anyone in this town know how to make a cappuccino? Oh, you're saying we're ignorant? Some of you, yes. In fact, I've never seen so much small-town ignorance in my life.
Well, if he hates it here so much, why doesn't he go back to Toronto?
Yes, a one-way ticket to Toronto? Amar Rashid. Yes, I'll hold. Can a Muslim book a one-way flight these days without someone having to call their supervisor?
Oh, you poor thing. Racial profiling. Making it very difficult for you to run away.
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Wait, let me ask the Imam. Oh, wait! He's running away!
Look, I screwed up, okay?
No, it is not okay. You were supposed to... Well, you were the guy I dreamed about.
Well, it's not really appropriate.
Get over yourself. I dreamed about you for our mosque. You know, a progressive imam born here in Canada? I thought you'd drag us into the modern world. Or at least the 11th century.
Yeah, so did I. That's why I gave up being a lawyer.
Oh, I figured you just sucked at that too. You can't leave, Amar. Not when your congregation is in there right now, having its annual cage match to figure out when to start Ramadan.
I'm sorry I'll miss that. You know, when I was a kid, my parents never fasted. And they're huge. The airline hung up on me.
Oh, see? That's a sign. You get in there and be the Imam.
Okay.
The crescent of the new moon must be observed with the eye, just as the prophet did.
But I don't think the prophet had a telescope from Costco.
Look, we do this every year. Now, I'm no expert, which is clear to us every year. But why don't we just log on to moonsighting.com and let the starvation begin?
Why don't we just do what the Christians do? Pick a month and stick to it. I mean, what's wrong with December? Shorter days for fasting and way, way better shopping. Well, unfortunately for you, Mom, Islam is not based on the shopping cycle. Traditionally, Ramadan begins when the new moon is seen in Saudi Arabia.
The Saudis couldn't find the moon unless there was oil spurting out of it.
We must call Saudi Arabia.
No one's rolling long distance on my phone. No, it's...
Can I jump in here, please? After all, I am the Imam, right?
Okay, Brother Amar, so what do we do?
Well, in Toronto, forget it.
No. Tell us how they do it in Toronto.
Does Ramadan begin when the bell rings at the stock exchange? You know what? Forget Toronto. This is mercy, and in this mosque, I decide how Ramadan begins. Babar, it's time to give up this telescope.
I'm going to keep your hand.
Good. So, we're going with the telescope. I win.
Oh, so
For the love of God, is the sun ever going to set? We've been waiting here since 8:30.